Hey friends, how are you today? Let's go. Let's work on our Mardi Gras tree topper that we started yesterday. And give me just a second and we'll get started. Okay. All right. So, welcome. If you don't know me, my name is Sherry. I'm the owner and creator here at Blue Brick Designs. We started this yesterday. Got the original coat on, drilled our holes for our lights all the way around it. Now we're going to come back in, do a little more painting, and then we'll move into outlining and adding some glitter to this. So, where am I going to start? I'm going to start in here. Just going to adjust this a little bit, guys. There we go. All right. So we have as you can see, we have a lighter purple here. We are actually going to add darker purple in there, but before I do that, I am going to go over this purple here first. I didn't notice that. It could use another coat to get just a little bit more. So when this is all done, if you have a year-round tree that you decorate for different occasions and holidays throughout the year, or even if Mardi Gras is the only other time, say besides the holidays, that you do that, this will be ready for that. But for somebody who doesn't have a decorated tree like that, or a smaller space, this would look great on a front door or anywhere that you decorate. I just want to get this on, give it a minute to dry before we jump into the center part there, center purple part. So we are on bright and early this morning. Well, not terribly early, but still in the morning, because we may come back live later today. If we don't get this done, or if there's another piece of it, then we may be back live again. Also, with other things going on, it just makes sense that we get going and we get these things done. So, I hope you guys all had a good weekend. Mine was great. We had our first bigger snowstorm of the winter, which wasn't too bad. I mean, I guess for some people in some areas in which they live where they don't get snow like this, it might be, but for Wisconsin, it wasn't too bad. We got about 10 inches. We're supposed to get another 1 or 2 today. So, we will have 12 inches probably by the end of the 1st of December. So I just as soon get it done, get it out of its system, and then that's the end of it for the year. Honestly, I know a lot of people love the snow, skiers and snowmobilers and stuff like that, but just stuff that I don't do anymore, and I'm not so thrilled about. I only think one of my grandkids is a real big snow lover too. I think only one of them. I will have to see what kind of shenanigans they got into this weekend with all the snow. Okay, so we'll let that dry while we're working on the next part of the purple. I don't always do it out of the bottle like that, but it was just easier this time. So now I'm going in with a different purple in the center. Make a little design in there. I think I'm going to use just a little different brush. That one's too small. Okay, we'll use this one. And I'm trying to drink my last cup of coffee while I'm doing this, and hopefully I got my coffee cup far enough away I don't end up with the brush in it, because that's usually what happens even when I'm thinking about it and try not to. All right. Not sure this is the brush for this either. Where's my other one? I think I like this one a little bit better for this. Still a little bit smaller. I should only need one coat of this purple because it was over this lighter purple color, so we should be good. So this is going to be a busy week for us. I don't know what we're trying to get Christmas tree toppers done and other stuff. We're going to be showing all of our ready to ship over on Whatnot on Thursday, if you're able to join us over there. And we got lots of other things going on. It's that Christmas time, you know, like there's always so much stuff going on at this time of year, but I love it because I think Christmas is definitely my favorite holiday. But honestly, Halloween is kind of crowding up in there, so I like that. These were just the two perfect purples for this. And if I hadn't had the perfect purples to use together, I probably would have just mixed paint colors to make them. So that's something I really enjoy doing. Sounds hard, not hard. Really not hard. I think we have a couple videos out there on mixing paints, and I know we have them for mixing up glitter, which is something we're gonna do here on this. We might have the colors, maybe not the purple. I was gonna say we might have the colors we need mixed, but maybe not on the purple. It looks kind of deceiving when it goes on when I do it, because it looks really white, but it's not. When it dries, it's crystal clear, but it dries super solid, so the glitter is definitely stuck in place, right? Okay, I think we will only need one coat, but we'll let that dry, see how it looks. Now we're going to move on to the other stuff, which is going to be I use a different brush for that. I'm going to use the same darker purple, but we'll Maybe I can use this one now. Okay. Who on the live, if you're watching the replay, who is a like a Mardi Gras lover, or who celebrates Mardi Gras? Do we have anyone watching or watching the replay who celebrates Mardi Gras? I think unless you're a transplant, you know, grew up there, or you're in a certain geographic region, you probably don't, right? Or maybe you do. I think it just really depends. I personally love Mardi Gras, so. Almost done with the purple on this side. Let's do the other side. As you start to add the designs and things like that, the whole piece starts to come together, which is the fun part. So then you kind of see where you were going all along, right? So we could see what we had before we started adding, you know, the darker purple and that kind of thing. But now we can see it even better. if you jump on the replay, I would love to know, or if you're on before we're done, I would love to know if y'all would like to see some more Mardi Gras. We have plenty of Christmas that we need to do, but in thinking and planning ahead, it's good to get into what's coming up, right? And then once we get the painting done, we get the outlining done, we'll add the glitter, and then the final step will be to add the lights. And it is gonna really shine once we get those lights on there. Okay, I think we got all the purple done. So we are going to go in now and do our green. But I think we're gonna go over the green that we have in there currently. Dry it for just a minute, and then we'll come back in and do. Oops, let me get the lid on this purple before it dries out. All right. I just think we could use a little bit more on this green. Certainly not going to hurt anything. So give me just a minute. I'm just gonna blow dry it quickly and then we'll get to the other green. So it'll be noisy for just a minute. Okay, before we go any further, the perfectionist in me just needs to do a little something. Where was that? Here. Let's go in with our lighter green. I don't know which one I want to use. Maybe I'll use that smaller one and then can always adjust from there. So I don't want it to be too big. The brush, that is. Didn't want the brush to be too big. We're just gonna go in here, put some polka dots in here. already. They're gonna need another coat. And just a second. Now, as I was sitting here painting this, I decided to do something that I wasn't planning on, but I think is very appropriate for this Mardi Gras crown. So we will be doing that. I'm not going to tell you exactly what that was. Let's keep it a surprise, but I think it's gonna just elevate it a little bit. Okay. I think we got that. All right. So here's where we are so far. It's come to life quite a bit since we started this part. We're gonna now add another little element. So we're gonna use this little darker yellow. Than the original yellow we used. And we are going to go around. We're going to start on the inside and just give these little accents. You can see it better when it dries because I can see it down here. Just like little beads, plus we're gonna accentuate these with something else. So they'll really make them pop. But we're gonna give it a little head start here right now. already did them down here, but I'm going to go over them again because they're bigger down here. And okay, I'll do the rest over there when I do the other side. Like I said, you can't really see them as well, but when it dries, you'll be able to see them much better. Be able to see the contrast much better. You'll see what we're doing here with these when we get to the next part. It'll be clear. And when this yellow dries, it'll be clear. All right. So what I think we're gonna do is just a couple touch-up things here, and then I think what I'm gonna do is let this dry really good, because the next part is gonna be really, it's gonna be really important. It's really dry. I've got something I need to do quick, and then we'll come back and we will get the outlining done. We're gonna get some other cool paint features on here. Then we're going to get the glitter on. We should be able to get all of that done. And then I will be able to get the lights in it. And it will be ready for a tree. The tree topper will be all done when we get to that point. So I'm looking forward to seeing that final piece. But for now, this is what we have. This is where we're at. This is what we're going to start with when we come back. So I think it's starting to really come together nicely. So I will see you guys a little bit later. Thank you for hopping on, watching the replay. And I look forward to seeing you again this afternoon to finish this up. Thank you. Bye.